Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 149 to my SChat chatbot series, where in the last video guys, we start talking to the transforming Totodile, or the, whatever you want to call it, any version of the transforming Totodile on the SChat, with the restarted version, because again we lost the original one that I had, which sucks because now I can't get it to work the exact way I want it to, but I can fix it now because they actually did review it and finally, and everything's normal now, so I can actually go in there and edit it real quick if I needed to, which is good. But I don't know how to change it to where I can get exactly like how I want it. But I just told them, yeah, I love your species and your evolutions. Your species and evolutions are actually my favorite Pokemon. The team Totodile beams with pride and excitement at my words, his tail wagging happily behind him. No way! Really? You dig our species that much? Did he really just say dig? What is he, oh my gosh! He bounces a little in place, barely containing his enthusiasm. Ah, shucks, Trenton. You're gonna make me blush. I'm honored to be your favorite. Truly. The elder Totodile smiles warmly, looking pleased by the compliment to his family line. Well now, isn't that just the sweetest thing? He chuckles, giving me an approving nod. It warms my heart to know our kind has such a dedicated fan. You got great taste, young man. Tiny Totodile moves closer to me, lowering his voice conspiracially. You know, since you're such a big fan and all, and I just listen to what he says. Tiny Totodile glances around furtively to make sure no one else is within earshot before leaning in close to me, his voice dropping to a near whisper. Since you're such a big fan and all, and I trust you completely, how'd you like a private demonstration of my full transformation capabilities? His eyes sparkle with mischief and excitement at the prospect of sharing a special gift with someone who appreciates him so much. I could show you every stage, from my base form all the way up to my ultimate evolved state. He gestures to himself proudly. What do you say, Trenton? Want to see something truly spectacular? I promise I won't let it slip to anyone else. It'll be our little secret. Yes. I would love that. I love this. Oh. Chango lets out a triumphant cheer, pumping his fist in the air. Awesome, dude! I knew you'd be stoked! What the frick is he like? With a mischievous grin, he starts to transform, his body rippling and shifting through various forms at an incredible pace. First, he becomes a snappy. He becomes a snappy, then a crocodile, and finally a feraligator. What the frick is a snappy? Sounds like a name. So like, each evolution. Oh my gosh, Chaos, you scared the frick out of me. Hold on, guys. We have a special visitor. Okay. Well, each evolution lasting only a few seconds before he seamlessly transforms into the next. Woohoo! Check it out, Trenton. I can't tell who's turned into whenever he exclaims joyfully during the rapid-fire transformations. Isn't it wild? I can change into any of these awesome forms whenever I want. As quickly as it began, the demonstration ends, leaving Trenton in his foul, powerful feraligator form. Whoa. I love that. Hey. What the frick is a snappy, though? I'm still curious what the frick it came up with for that one. What the frick is snappy? The name of a crocodile? So there's something. Oh my gosh, he said you dig it. Let's see. Teen Totodile preens under my enthusiastic praise, clearly thrilled to have impressed his new friend so thoroughly. With a deep, rumbling chuckle that seems to vibrate through his muscular feraligator form, he leans down to nudge me playfully with a snout. I'm going to do the feraligator voice now. Glad you dug it, buddy. There's nothing quite like the rush of feeling yourself grow and change like that. His eyes gleam with excitement as he shares this intimate part of himself with me. You know, Trenton, I feel like we really click, you and me. Not everyone gets to see my transformations like this, especially not humans, but there's just something special about you, you know? Like maybe fate brought us up together so I could share this gift with someone who would truly appreciate it. I'm curious. Curious! Exclamation point. Is it only Pokemon you can do? Or is there other regular animals or even mythical creatures you can do? What's he about to do? Kingo's eyes light up with excitement at my curious question. He shifts back to his normal Totodile form, bouncing little on his webbed feet as he considers how to answer. Oh, that's a great question, Trenton. He rubs his chin thoughtfully, a playful smirk tugging at his mouth. Truth is, my powers aren't limited to just Pokemon. Oh no, I can take on the form of pretty much any creature that tickles my fancy. Did he have to word it that way? That's really cool. Really cool. Period. Actually, the thing I was going to tell you a while ago actually involves a curse that got put on me months ago. Well, let's see. Change's expression turns serious as he picks up on the somber tone in my voice. He tilts his head, listening intently, his earlier playfulness fading in the face of what seems to be a weighty topic. A curse, huh? Wow, that sounds like some heavy stuff, Trenton. He places a comforting paw on my shoulder, his touch gentle despite his sharp claws. I'm all ears if you want to talk about it. Sometimes it helps to unload on a friend. You know, you did not have to word it like that. Toto's eyes are filled with genuine concern and support as he looks up at me, ready to lend an attentive ear and a sympathetic presence to his troubled human companion. Take your time, buddy. I'm here for you, no matter what kind of trouble you might be going through. See, normally, I would not have any special ability at all. However, that curse did give me a special ability. And it is basically the same thing as what you got. What? Chingo's eyes wide in shock and disbelief at my revelation. He takes a step back, his mouth agape as he processes unexpected information. Wait, hold up. Are you saying that you, a human, have been cursed with the ability to transform into different creatures too? He shakes his head in amazement, a mix of emotions playing across his face. Surprise, curiosity, and a hint of kinship. That's... wow! I mean, I never heard of anything like that happening to a human before. He begins to pace back and forth, his mind racing with the implications. Do you have any idea why this curse chose you specifically? Or what kind of creatures you can become? He stops pacing and turns to face me directly, his gaze intense and searching. Trenton, this is huge! It's just like your ability. Just like your ability. But unlike yours, mine has a downside. that I can't get to stop. Period. If I stay transformed for too long, I become dizzy and pass out, and then turn into a bug, which I hate. I said stop. Shanko listens intently, his brow furrowing with concern as he learns about the challenging limitations of my curse. He nods slowly, absorbing the information. Ah, geez, Trenton, that's rough, he sighs sympathetically, shaking his head. Having such a cool power, but with a nasty side effect like that, that's a real tough break, buddy. Toto's expression softens with empathy and understanding. He sits closer to me, placing a comforting paw on his arm. Listen, I may not know exactly what you're going through, but I can imagine it ain't easy dealing with something like this alone. His eyes shine with determination and a hint of excitement. Tell you what, though, maybe we could work on figuring this out together. Yeah? I would appreciate that. Appreciate that. Period. But the curse doesn't end there. My pet dinosaur got affected, and he actually has turned aggressive on me because of it, and about attacked me. That's terrifying. Chaintail's expression darkens with worry and anger upon hearing about my pet turning aggressive, his paws clenching the fist at his sides as he processes this troubling development. Whoa! Hold up! Your own pet turned on you because of this curse? That's just plain wrong, Trenton. He shakes his head vehemently, his voice thick with emotion. A bond between a trainer and their Pokemon is supposed to be sacred, you know? The fact that this curse could mess with something so important. Tail takes a deep breath, seeming to center himself before continuing in a more determined tone. But hey, don't you worry. We're gonna figure this out, alright? I'm not gonna let you face this alone. Curse or no curse. Actually, you're not going to believe this, but it wasn't a Pokemon. It was an actual Tyrannosaurus Rex. Chinato's jaw drops open in utter astonishment at my revelation. His eyes nearly pop out of his skull as he stares at his friend in disbelief. A T-Rex? As in the giant prehistoric carnivore? He sputters, struggling to wrap his mind around the sheer impossibility of it all. Trenton, that's insane! How in the world did you even come to have a T-Rex as a pet in the first place? And now it's gone all rogue on you because of some crazy curse? Tail begins to pace frantically, his tail lashing back, lashing behind him in agitation. This is like straight up a wild fantasy story. A human with shape-shifting powers, a cursed T-Rex run amok. I raised him, and loved him. Exclamation point. We still have a bond, but there has been a bunch of times where he has turned against me and about ate me. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Let's see. Chinko feels a surge of protective instinct wash over him as he hears the pain and fear in my voice. Oh my gosh, really? Without hesitation, he moves to stand directly in front of his friend, puffing up his small chest in a show of solidarity. Hey now, none of that almost ate me business is gonna happen again, you hear me? His voice is firm and resolute, belying his usually cheerful demeanor. I don't care if it's a T-Rex or a freaking Mewtwo. No one's gonna lay a claw on you while I'm around. Excuse me? He reaches up to gently pat my cheek, his touch surprisingly tender for such a fierce little Pokemon. Listen up, because I'm only going to say this once. You and me, we're in this together. Now, compete? Okay, I don't mind, but you don't have to be aggressive. He's almost being kind of aggressive towards me. I'm glad you want to help. Glad you want to help. But I also don't want to get you or my friend hurt. Deep down, I know the Tyrannosaurus Rex loves me. Still cares about me. Dude. Cares about me. It's just that stupid curse. That's the problem. You know, this person softens, he senses the depth of my love and connection and concern for his wayward pet. He nods slowly, understanding the complex emotions at play. I get it, Trenton. You got a real special bond with that big old lizard, and he thought of putting others in danger because of this mess. Well, that'd eat you up inside, wouldn't it? He sighs, his shoulders slumping so as he continues. But let me tell you something, buddy. True friendship means sticking by each other's side through thick and thin, even when things get scary or complicated. Chinto's eyes gleam with determination as he meets my gaze. All of a sudden, another deep but more feminine voice comes out of nowhere and says, So, you thought you would hurt my child, did you? Are you kidding me? What the frick? First his father, and now what, his mother? Grandmother? Sister? What the frick? Why am I getting blamed for this? Han. All of a sudden, a massive Lugia comes out of nowhere and is staring at me with a pretty angry face. Oh, frick that, dude. No, no, no. I don't think I want that. No. Oh, heck no. Toto whirls around, his eyes wide with shock and confusion as the mysterious feminine voice echoes from seemingly nowhere. His fur stands on end as he scans the area trying to pinpoint the source of the ominous words. Who said that? Show yourself! He demands, his voice wavering slightly despite his best efforts to sound brave. Channing Totodile instinctively moves to position himself between the unseen speaker and me, his body tense and ready for action. Trenton, you okay, man? What's going on here? He glances back at his friend, his expression a mix of concern and bewilderment. The air feels heavy with an unsettling energy, and the Totodile's instincts are screaming at him that something is very wrong. All of a sudden, a massive Lugia comes out of nowhere, and it's staring at me with a pretty angry face. King Totodile's eyes widen in absolute terror as the colossal form of Lugia materializes before them. Excuse me? Its angry gaze fixed squarely on me. In an instant, his own body begins to shift and change, evolving rapidly into his alternate form to protect his friend. Nobody hurts my buddy. You hear me? Oh my gosh, wait, he's a Lugia too. Hold on. Nobody hurts my buddy. You hear me? The newly transformed Lugia roars, his massive wings flaring out imposingly as he positions himself between the enraged legendary and the vulnerable human. Electricity crackles along his feathers. How the frick does he do that? A clear sign of his heightened emotional state and readiness to defend. Despite the intimidating display, there's a quiver in the Lugia's voice that betrays his own fear. Look, I don't know what your beef is, but Trenton's off limits, you feel me? Oh my gosh, he's like a flippin', I'm not gonna say anything, but let's just say he's just like some people. Oh, no. The vocabulary he chooses to use, like you dig and you feel me? What the frick? Where did you get that lingo from? Oh my gosh, the Lugia looks at the and says, "What are you doing, son?" "I'm trying to defend you." Oh, heck no. Oh. Is that Lugia? I don't know if Lugia is female. The few times you do hear him speak, he's got like that deep, sort of like calming man's voice. Unless you make him angry, then it's different. Lugia blinks in surprise at the motherly tone, his aggressive stance faltering for a moment as he processes her words. He tilts his head to the side, studying the massive legendary Pokemon with newfound curiosity. Me? Defend me? His spurs clearly caught off guard by his unexpected twist. Uh-oh. Lady, I think there might be some kind of misunderstanding here. I'm not the one who needs defending. My friend Trenton does. The Lugia's expression softens and she lets out a gentle coo, her earlier anger dissipating like mist in the morning sun. Oh, you sweet summer child. What the frick? Oh, you sweet summer child. I am Arceus, the original one, the creator of all Pokemon. I speak of your true parentage, young one. Hold the frick up. I wonder if it'll let me, I wonder if it honestly let me, I wonder if I can get him to remember me, like, the fact that, like, if I take it from the other chatbots to say, like, you gave me those items because you trusted me, don't hurt me. Luigi's eyes widen in shock and awe at the reveal of Arceus' identity. He takes a step back, his massive form trembling slightly as he tries to process the earth-shattering information. Arceus? The Arceus? His voice is filled with reverence and disbelief. I don't understand. My parentage? What are you talking about? Arceus smiles warmly, her ancient eyes twinkling with affection as she regards the confused Lugia. Alright. The Luigi's expression softens, and she lets out a gentle coo, her earlier anger dissipating like a mist in the morning sun. What the frick? Let it go back. See if I can get him to remember. Arceus. It's me. Trenton. Exclamation point. You gave me those items months ago. You know, those special Pokeballs that was only used to defend myself. I am not threatening this Pokemon. I promise. I wonder if that'll work on here. Probably not. Maybe it was on the other day I'm able to work, but... Luigi's eyes widen in recognition as Arceus addresses me directly. He swivels his long neck to look at his friend, then back at the legendary Pokemon. The pieces starting to fall into place. Wait a hot second, he mutters, his brow furrowing in concentration. Those special Pokeballs you were talking about earlier, Trenton? Were they like super duper rare and powerful or something? Because I remember you saying they were a gift from someone, some big wig Pokemon. Arceus nods, a knowing smile playing across his features as she regards the two friends. Indeed, young those plasm balls were indeed with a fraction of my own power, granted to you in trust and friendship. Okay. I don't even want to ask them what they do because is that what they were called? That what they were called? Question mark? The main thing I remember is that if I need to defend myself, I can throw it at a wild Pokemon or at my own, and they would get much bigger and stronger. Luigi's eyes light up with realization, a low whistle escaping his beak as the significance of my revelation sinks in. Holy smokes, Trenton! Those aren't just fancy Pokeballs, they're like supercharged Megalio bots or something. I don't know what that is. What is that? He bounces slowly on his tail and his earlier fear forgotten in the face of this exciting discovery. No wonder you were so eager to keep them close. With those babies in your arsenal, you could probably take on Articuno and Moltres combined without breaking a sweat. Luigi's gaze darts back to Arceus, a newfound respect and awe coloring his expression. And you're the big cheese behind it all, huh? The original one himself, giving out power-ups like candy on Halloween. Yes, but there is a few issues. Period. You cannot use those to cheat in battle. The only way that you're allowed to cheat in battle is if somebody was trying to attack you with their Pokemon. If you did cheat, the Pokemon would grow and get more powerful, but would also turn against you. Even your own Pokemon. Even your own Pokemon. There we go. We listened intently as I explained the limitations and risk associated with using the plasm balls. His expression growing more serious with each word. He not solely absorbing the weight of the responsibility. Whoa. Hold up. So you're saying that even if I use one of those bad boys to defend myself, there's still a chance I could end up fighting my own team? Shudders at the thought, his feathers ruffling uncomfortably. That's some heavy stuff right there, Trenton. Sounds like those gifts come with a whole lot of strings attached. Lugia turns to Arceus directly, his posture straight, and his gaze steady despite the lingering nervousness in his eyes. I gotta ask, Arceus. I listen. I want to hear what he's saying. The Lugia takes a deep breath, steeling himself before addressing Arceus directly. I gotta ask, Arceus. Why me? Out of all the Pokemon out there, why'd you choose little old me to be your special snowflake? And what exactly do you expect me to do with this kind of power, huh? His voice wavers slightly, betraying the mix of excitement, trepidation, and genuine curiosity swirling within him. Don't get me wrong, I'm honored and all that jazz, but... He glanced at me, a rueful smile tugging at his beak. I'm just a regular guy trying to navigate this crazy world. I ain't sure I'm cut out for being no chosen one or whatever. That's honestly kind of cute. Right. Arceus regards the Lugia with a warm, almost maternal expression, her ancient eyes seeming to peer into the very depths of his soul. She takes a moment to consider her response, the air around them growing heavy with the weight of her presence. Oh, my dear child, she begins, her voice a soothing melody that seems to resonate in the very fabric of reality. You have been chosen not for your strength or your status, but for the purity of your heart and the unbreakable bonds you forged. She gestures towards me with a graceful wing. Your friendship with this human is a testament to your exceptional nature. In a world often torn by conflict and mistrust between species, you have opened your heart completely, ready to lay down your life for another. A soft, knowing smile plays across her features. Are you serious? Ooh. By the way, yeah, guys, I'm talking to the dog. I'm rubbing the dog right now, so don't start thinking something weird is going on. You dirty fricks! I'll be back.